This is dangerous stuff.
Graham Dingo Dinkelman was a fearless man who loved animals more than anyone could imagine.
Oh my gosh, did you see the venom in that?
Dingo handled dangerous creatures like snakes and crocodiles with ease. People watched his videos amazed at how he stayed calm with some of the world's deadliest animals.
I love snakes.
But one day, it all went wrong. Dingo was about to make one mistake that would cost him his life. Graham Dingo Dinkelman had a known allergy to snake venom. This allergy posed significant risk in his line of work as a snake handler. In the event of a snake bite, Dingo would not only have to contend with the toxic effect of the snake venom itself, but also face severe allergic reactions. These reactions could complicate the situation, leading to increased health risks, including anaphylactic shock, which could be life-threatening. Thus, a snake bite for Dingo represented a dual threat: the immediate danger of venom toxicity and the potential for acute allergic responses.
If I could do anything that I really wanted to do, it would be to have my own show on a Discovery or a Nat Geo.
Known as South Africa's Steve Irwin, Dingo was a man on a mission. His goal was to help people understand and protect these misunderstood animals.
Let me show you the fangs here quickly. You have to be very gentle.
He knew the risks but loved every second of it. Sadly, in the end, Dingo would lose his life doing what he loved. This is the terrifying final moment of Graham Dingo Dinkelman. Graham Dinkelman, known as Dingo, was born in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa, a land rich with wildlife. From a young age, Dingo was fascinated by animals. When he was just a little boy, he had an unforgettable experience with a snake. While on a family outing, he spotted something move in the grass. His father quickly lifted a snake using a coat hanger, showing Dingo that these creatures didn't need to be feared. To young Dingo, his dad was a hero that day.
My dad came and he got a wire coat hanger and he lifted up this beautiful little night hatter. I mean, I thought my dad was the hero.
For Christmas that year, his parents gifted him his very first book about snakes. He held onto it for over 30 years. From then on, he spent hours reading, watching, and learning everything he could about dangerous animals. He wasn't just interested, he was hooked. After high school, Dingo knew he wanted to work with wildlife. He became a nature guide and a reptile expert at local reserves. His charm and fearlessness with deadly creatures made him popular, especially with kids.
As soon as I lift it off the ground, it's going to try and flick right up and bite me.
A pivotal moment came when he submitted an entry for a YouTube contest, hoping to catch a break and amplify his conservation message to a larger audience. The odds were slim, and he barely made the deadline. Just 3 days later, he received a call confirming his spot in the competition. Overwhelmed with excitement, Dingo ran around his house, imagining the possibilities.
I ran around like a lunatic that day.
Dingo's passion for teaching others led him to start a YouTube channel. On his channel, he showed thrilling encounters with crocodiles, venomous snakes, and other dangerous animals. People loved his videos.
As you can see here, we've got some cracking snakes that we're going to be testing out their venom today, but I'm being super careful.
They saw him handle these creatures without fear, breaking myths about them and teaching viewers why they were so important. He became famous, earning the nickname South Africa's Steve Irwin. Dingo loved this comparison and took it to heart, even saying that he looked up to Irwin as his hero.
Some people have said, oh, you like the South African Steve Irwin, and although it's a massive compliment, there'll only ever be one Steve Irwin.
Eventually, Dingo decided to open his own animal park, Dingo's Animal Kingdom. Here, he wanted to bring people closer to animals they usually feared.
And right here, we've got a whole bunch of containers of animals that are going out.
With the help of supporters from around the world, he raised 750,000 South African rands in just 42 days. The park offered hands-on animal encounters, helping people see these creatures in a new light. Dingo's dream was to connect people with nature, showing them that snakes, crocodiles, and other animals were valuable to our world. Dingo didn't just talk the talk. He showed his dedication through daring challenges. One of his most famous stunts was the Cage of Death challenge. For 5 nights, he stayed in a cage with dangerous reptiles.
I enter the cage of death for 12 hours with not one, but 6 different Mambas.
This test of courage became one of his most popular videos, but even the bravest can have a moment of weakness. On September 30th, 2024, Dingo was doing a routine demonstration with a Mamba, one of the deadliest snakes in the world. Mambas are fast and extremely venomous.
Look how fast it is. They're flashing its mouth at me. They are very nervous snakes. That's what makes them so dangerous.
Dingo knew the risks. He had worked with this snake many times.
A bite from this snake will kill you in under 20 minutes.
But this time, something went wrong. The snake struck suddenly, and Dingo was bitten. To make matters worse, Dingo had an allergy for snake venom. Almost immediately, he went into anaphylactic shock, a life-threatening reaction. His wife, Kirsty, was there and quickly rushed him to the hospital. Doctors put him in an induced coma, hoping to save his life and let his body recover. As news spread, fans and friends everywhere waited anxiously for updates. Kirsty shared the news on social media, thanking people for their love and support. He is in ICU on a ventilator and in a medically induced coma, she wrote. Doctors are keeping him sedated to give him the best chance. Her words showed the fear and pain she felt, but also the glimmer of hope that maybe, just maybe, he could pull through. For 3 long weeks, Dingo lay in that hospital bed, unconscious, fighting for his life. Kirsty stayed close by, feeling waves of hope and fear every day. Their 3 children waited too, holding on to hope that their father would survive. Support poured in from around the world as people prayed for Dingo's recovery. Kirsty shared how grateful she was for every message, every prayer. She said, "Every message, every prayer has meant the world to us." But on October 26, 2024, after weeks of battling, Dingo passed away. His family, fans, and friends were devastated. This man who had dedicated his life to animals was gone. The impact was felt far and wide. Fans shared memories and stories, thanking Dingo for teaching them about wildlife and showing them the beauty of animals they once feared. Kirsty shared her gratitude. "The support we've received has been unbelievable." She spoke of how Dingo's legacy will live on through the work he had started. Dingo's story didn't end with his passing. His dream lives on in the park he built, Dingo's Animal Kingdom. Here, visitors learn about animals and get close to creatures like snakes and crocodiles in ways they never could have imagined. Dingo wanted people to understand that these animals were important, not just scary. Through his YouTube videos, Dingo showed countless people the beauty of creatures many others fear. Although many fans sympathize with his family, a few others have criticized him for taking all of those risks. However, snake handlers play a crucial role in public health and safety by contributing to the production of anti-venom, a life-saving treatment for venomous snake bites. Through their expertise and experience, they help collect venom from various snake species, which is then used in laboratories to develop anti-venom. This anti-venom is essential in treating individuals who suffer from snake bites, preventing severe health complications and saving millions of lives worldwide.
Take you right back to the year 2003 when I was bitten by and envenomated by a big black mamba. Now what I want to do today is not just tell you about it, but I want to bring the black mamba out, go through exactly what happened, what went wrong, and hopefully impart some knowledge and experience that will potentially save some other people's lives.
By facilitating the safe handling of venomous snakes and participating in venom extraction, snake handlers are vital in reducing the risks associated with snake bites and advancing medical science. May Dingo's family and friends find the fortitude to cope with this devastating loss.
Handling these dangerous snakes, these deadly snakes, is really a learning by trial and error sometimes. So hopefully you can learn from my errors that'll keep you safe.